Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Felipe, and I am here with the Charter for Compassion on our live show that happens every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Um, you can find us live currently on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can always, if you're watching this recorded already, then we have plenty to talk to you about. Beginning with this week, we announced the award recipients of the current Armstrong Humanitarian Awards that we're going to be giving in Mexico next week. We're super excited to tell you more about that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and share my screen. So why don't we go ahead and talk right now about our humanitarian awardees of 2024. First of all, we have Dr. Izeldin Abuela Ish, who wrote the book I Shall Not Hate. He resides in Canada and he's Palestinian. His life story is incredibly sad and at the same time very motivational. We hosted him for our global read during this year, and the things that we heard and learned and basically experienced through his experience was invaluable. Really, really amazing experience. So he is one of our awardees. Then we have Dr. Rigoberta Menchú Tum. She's a Nobel Peace Laureate who will be present at this the summit that we're going to be attending this next week. And then we have Dr. Kailash Satyarthi, who also is a Nobel laureate, is receiving the Humanitarian Award as well. And then we have two organizations, Peace Jam and Seeds of Peace, for the work with youth and the inspiration that they give to everyone with the sense of compassion that is behind everything they do. So you can learn more about all this different awardees in our blog. Marilyn, our executive director, wrote an entry. And so let me put it in the chat right now so that you can access it. Let me try here. Here we are. There you go. There is the link for the blog entry that that Marilyn wrote. We also, I'm going to put this also in our LinkedIn page. So just give us a minute here so people can have access to it. There you go. Hi, Ellie. Glad to see that you're watching the show right now. So yeah, let's keep going with things that are happening. So, we are going to be hosting our banquet. As you can see, is on September 19th at 6 or 7 p.m. in Mexico, in Monterrey, Mexico. We're going to be part, as you know, of the World Summit of Nobel Laureates for Peace. This is going to be in conjunction with the Encuentro Mundial de Valores, who is the summit that tends to happen during Monterrey during this time. But they got together with the Nobel laureates and now hosting the conference from September 18th through 21st in Pabellon M in Monterrey, Mexico. We're super excited to be there. We're going to have a booth. We're going to be participating in the youth summit that happens the day before on the 17th. And also, the banquet. And there is a workshop that we're going to be posting there. So I'm going to put this website right now on the chat so that you can access it whenever you want. That is on Facebook and YouTube. And let me put it on LinkedIn right now as well. There you go. So you can learn more about everything that is happening, the people that are going to be attending. Excuse me. You can also learn about hotel accommodations, our award banquet. And I don't know if you're still on time to become a banquet sponsor, but if you do, here's the link as well. So you can find all of that in this, on this page, and you can register for the banquet as well here. But yeah, we are very excited to, let me just send you, the link for the blog entry that I was telling you about with Marilyn's comments about, oh no, I put that already, never mind, so we're good. So yeah, there it is. We have that set up. So if we go back to our calendar of events to tell you everything that is happening, you can click on join upcoming events and it'll take you to the event calendar right here that I have already open. Just a reminder, Harmony of Humanity, the webinar that Marilyn Turkovich does about music and exploring common ground through music. is not going to be happening next week since we're going to be in Mexico at the conference, but it will come back again on September 25th, and that is at 8 a.m. Pacific. Tomorrow, for anyone interested, we have our social justice partner and sector meeting. That is tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. British Summer Time, and 8:30 p.m. India. If you are a partner of the sector, or if you are interested on social justice issues, you are involved in an initiative that might need support from an international body like ours, remember that we have a huge network of compassionate cities, a huge network online with different organizations. We try to be as present as possible on social media. Excuse me. And so if there's any project or initiative or something that you think might be worth for the Charter for Compassion to support and be in the back and connect all our cities with this information, this will be the place. So that is happening again tomorrow, Friday, September, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. British Time, and 8:30 p.m. India Time. Let me put that on the chat as well, on the comments, I guess. We have it right here. And we're going to put it in the streaming platform right here. Perfect. So next, so that is Friday. Then next week we begin on, I guess on September 15th, Sunday, but Compassion Listen for Our Time, Honoring Our Shared Belonging is, excuse me, the upcoming course that the Charter for Compassion sponsors through the Charter Education Institute. It is a 7-week class with 6 Zoom sessions every week, or once every week. The cost is $60, and you can see the Zoom dates are 18th, 25th on September, and then October 2nd, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And the times 8 a.m. to 10:30 Pacific. Usually when courses like this have videos, they are recorded. They might not record parts of it if there's like a more sharing or, more internal vulnerable things that people are sharing. But outside of that, I think most things are recorded. So people can, if you are not able to be on time for this Zoom meetings or Zoom meetings, you will be able to watch them later. So Kathleen Corn is our instructor. She is from Canada, and she was trained by the Compassionate Listening Project, and that is how she has been able to create this course, and she's now a certified compassionate listening facilitator. So one of her participants in previous courses said her commitment to the material and authentic desire to share it is very apparent. I have immense gratitude for the thoughtful time and energy that she put into this, and for her loving commitment to all of us. That is amazing. And when I have met Kathleen for previous interviews in the live show, she's always been incredibly nice. So I'm sure that she is an incredibly supportive instructor in this Compassionate Listening for Our Time course. Remember that on Saturday, September 21st, it is not only International Day of Peace, it not only is also the fall equinox. We start in the Northern Hemisphere, we start fall. In the Southern Hemisphere, we start spring. But also is the Australian National Day of Compassion. And with that, the Australian Compassionate Council, which would be, Charter for Compassion Australia, basically, is throwing a virtual program starting at 8 a.m. And Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that will probably be around 3 or 4 p.m. of the day before here in the US. So you can check the local times on our website for sure. And you can register here. The first part is a live conversation with the whole Australian Compassionate Council and some of the contributors for this program. And then they have pre-recorded sessions about different topics, all related to Australia and the things that they are doing in that beautiful country and continent. Next, this is going to be really exciting, and this is one of the last things I'm going to tell you about. Healing the Heart of Democracy by Parker J. Palmer is our upcoming global read, and that is happening on Wednesday, September 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific. There's a suggested donation of $10, but if you cannot afford that, then please do not worry and join us anyway. We are super excited to host Parker Palmer. He's a famous writer, speaker, and activist who focuses on issues in education, community, leadership, spirituality, and social change. Super stoked to have this conversation. And he will be, the facilitator of the conversation will be Ariel Berger, who is an author, teacher, and artist who integrates spirituality, storytelling, and strategies for social change. So this is going to be a really exciting conversation. And oh, you know what? I forgot to put things on the chat. So let me just put some links now that I'm paying attention to this. My bad. There. And then I forgot to put the link for Australian Compassion Day. So we'll get that going here as well. And last but not least, the compassionate listening of our time, which will be, yep, right there and right there. And also the social justice meeting link. If you are interested in attending, remember that is tomorrow, Friday, the 13th. Perfect. I think I have put all the links. I think I have told you about all the important things. You know, having the conversation that we had last weekend, talking about how the world looked like if we had compassionate leaders or leaders that were trained on compassion, you know, before they became our actual leaders, you know, so if it's a candidate, they have to go through training and everything. I received a quick message from someone saying that they were, although they appreciated the comment, they felt that I should bring politics into this environment. And I replied to them, but I also kind of like wanted to reply to all of you as well. I think that, at least this is my personal opinion, right? I think that as we become more compassionate to ourselves and become more compassionate towards everyone and everything around us, we can start questioning about issues like systemic violence, you know, things that are ingrained in our systems that we don't see or we don't realize because we're so used to them, but don't benefit all of us. And I think that as a compassionate person, understanding that, yes, you have the power to create change and create ripples of compassion in your own self and communities around you, but there's a point where you alone cannot do it, and the systems are made to put others underneath others. So that's when I personally have felt more motivated to be involved in politics, because I have increased or tried to increase my compassion towards issues that do not affect me, but I know that are affecting others. And if we believe in the golden rule, treating others as one to be treated, shouldn't we try to help them even if it's not our problem or our pain? Sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we should be able to see ourselves in somebody else's eyes. And even if those issues do not affect us personally, they affect us as a collective. And this is, as myself as a compassionate person, I would try to do something to make that change. And so to answer to this person, I think that as we embark on a compassionate journey, we realize that we need also laws and legislation and systems that will benefit everyone. And so, you know, just for thought, you can always put a comment and tell me what you think. But yeah, I think that education and compassion will lead us to get involved in politics in a healthy way, and see who of the candidates, you know, available are following the golden rule the most, or their policies focus on abolishing, you know, violent systems like the ones that we're on and we have been growing with. And so, yeah, I thought it was important to bring it up, and I would love to see more of your comments. But yeah, we got plenty with the Charter for Compassion for the rest of the month. If you're going to be in Mexico, come say hi to our booth. We'll be the whole staff will be there, which is super exciting. That doesn't happen very often. So we'll be seeing you next week. And if not, in the live show, I'll try to stream from the conference, and maybe we can give you a little taste of what it looks like there. Until then, hopefully you have a great weekend and a great week.